Sustainable Development by Azlan Adnan. Sustainable development is not merely a concept, it is a moral imperative and a strategic necessity for humanity's survival. It invites us to reconsider our relationship with the planet, with one another, and with time itself. It is about meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. This foundational principle, first articulated in the 1987 Brundtland Report, has since evolved into a global ethos that underpins policy, economics, and civic responsibility. It recognizes the interdependence of the environment, economy, and society, three pillars upon which true prosperity must rest. Beyond the growth imperative. For decades, development was synonymous with growth. Nations pursued higher GDP figures with fervor, assuming that economic expansion would naturally yield better lives. But in an age of planetary boundaries, growing inequalities, and climate emergencies, this assumption no longer holds. Sustainable development reframes progress, not as more, but as better. It shifts the focus from quantity to quality, of air, of education, of work, of life itself. It asks not just how much we have, but how well we live and how justly we share. The three pillars: environment, economy, society. Environmental sustainability is the foundation of all life. Without healthy ecosystems, clean water, and stable climates, economic and social systems will inevitably collapse. From reforestation to renewable energy, the call is to restore balance with nature, to tread lightly, and to build resilience against ecological disruption. Economic sustainability requires a system that provides for all without exhausting the planet or exploiting the vulnerable. Circular economies, ethical business practices, and decoupling growth from resource use are vital steps. Equity, not just efficiency, must guide financial systems in the age of limits. Social sustainability ensures inclusivity, justice, and dignity. It is about eradicating poverty, ensuring education and healthcare for all, and empowering communities. A sustainable society values well-being over consumption, cohesion over competition, and cooperation over conquest. The global framework, SDGs. In 2015, the United Nations adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, outlining 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. These goals, ranging from zero hunger and gender equality to climate action and peace, serve as a blueprint for collective action. Yet the SDGs are not mere targets to tick off. They are interconnected aspirations demanding systemic change. Clean water affects education. Gender equality boosts economic resilience, climate action underpins health. Each goal reflects a facet of the holistic vision sustainable development aspires to achieve. A world in transition. Many countries are embracing this paradigm. Bhutan famously measures progress through gross national happiness. Costa Rica generates nearly all its electricity from renewables. Amsterdam is piloting donut economics to ensure social foundations without overshooting environmental ceilings. But for every advance, obstacles remain: short political cycles, entrenched interests, and cultural inertia. Realizing sustainable development requires courage, political, economic, and personal. It requires shifting from extractive systems to regenerative ones, from individualism to interdependence. The role of each of us. Sustainable development is not solely the work of governments or global institutions. It begins in everyday choices: what we eat, how we travel, what we value, and how we engage with our communities. It is found in planting a tree, in supporting fair trade, in teaching children to cherish rather than consume. As citizens, as voters, as stewards of the earth, we are participants in this great transition. Our decisions ripple outward, shaping the systems and structures of tomorrow. Conclusion. Sustainable development is neither a utopian dream nor a technocratic exercise. It is a path, complex, imperfect, but necessary, toward a future where human flourishing does not come at the expense of the planet or each other. It demands integration, not silos, collaboration, not isolation, and above all, a long view of history that values what we leave behind as much as what we create. We stand now at a crossroads where the old models are crumbling and the new are being born. The question is not whether we can afford to embrace sustainable development, but whether we can afford not to. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.